Mustard Seed Sowing. Welcome back. I'm out here in the Rabbitry on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, and I thought I'd give you an update on where we're at with our rabbits. Big thing, two big things actually, that have happened recently. One you're not going to be able to see, but I'll go ahead and tell you anyways, and that's that we rebuilt all but one of our rabbit hutches. Because of our inexperience with rabbits, the way we originally built the hutches, the rabbits were able to chew through the wood supports all the way down to the screws, and that was not a good thing. It left the hutches in danger of collapsing. So we rebuilt them in such a way that there is wire on either side of the supports so they can't get to them, they can't chew on them. And we rebuilt all but one of the hutches, replaced the wire in a lot of places, and any of the supports that were chewn through, and we were able to actually reuse a lot of pieces, the legs and the tops and the doors. They just needed some new wire. Some of the wire was breaking down, so that was a big project for us to undertake this past spring and summer. We just finished up a few weeks ago. There's one that we didn't get done. We'll probably wait until later this fall or maybe first thing next spring. It's not in as bad a condition. It does need refurbished, and that'll happen. But then the other big thing that's happening out here is we are back in the swing of breeding season. And I was going to talk to you about a couple things that I do for my pregnant and nursing does. And if you can see back here on either side of my shoulders, there's some mason jars sitting back there. And I was going to tell you about what I have in them and how I use them. One of my goals in caring for our rabbits is to give them as healthy an environment, as healthy an upbringing, and as nutritious nutrition as possible. And after doing some reading and some research, I've been using this one method, if you can call it that, for a couple seasons now, and I'm really happy with the results that it has given us. So let me tell you about them. The first is just plain old, ordinary, old-fashioned oatmeal. That's right, you heard me, oatmeal. Oatmeal is just chock full of nutrition and is especially wonderful for nursing does and helping with their milk production. And so once my does kindle, once their little baby rabbits are born, I will start giving them a half tablespoon of these oats once a day. And that'll happen all the way up until the kits start weaning around 4 weeks old. And then I will back this off until they're nursing again. And they love this. They will eat this out of my hand all day long. One thing you have to be careful with about giving the rabbits oatmeal is they will eat as much as you give them, and that's going to cause weight gain, and that's not good because the does can't get pregnant when they're overweight, and it's just not healthy for them. So just regular old-fashioned oats. And then the other thing that I have back here is there's several jars of these back here, and I'm just choosing this one because it's easier to see because it's so large. This is my pregnancy tonic that I give the does. Starting about a week before they're due to kindle, I will give this to them, and then for the duration of the time that they are nursing. And you're probably wondering, okay, what's in this and how does it help them? This has raspberry leaves, nettle, goat's rue, and milk thistle, just all mixed up, and they love it. They go crazy for it. And this is especially helpful for them in their milk production, in their healing after giving birth, in helping to kind of prep their entire body for the birthing process. And like I said, you know, rabbits love herbs, and any way that they can get them, they chow down on them. So I give the rabbits half a tablespoon of this mixture starting a week before they're due to kindle. And then once the kits are born, I'll bump that up to a full tablespoon, all the way up to when the kits are weaned, around 4 weeks. So, like I said, they love it, they chow down on it, and I believe that it's contributed. These two things have greatly contributed to why we have such healthy kits. Why, thank the Lord, we've had no issues with pregnancies. We've not lost a doe during or after a pregnancy. I'm really thankful to the Lord for that. So if that's something that interests you, do your own research, check into it, and see how it can help you out. The third item that I have back here is a jar of dehydrated peppermint leaves. I know it's kind of hard to see. They're all brown right now because they're dehydrated. But I grow our own peppermint and use it for a couple of things. And one of them is when a doe is weaning her kits, I'll start giving the mama some peppermint leaves, and what that does is it helps to dry up her milk and prevents mastitis from happening. Now, they don't like the dehydrated peppermint leaves as well as fresh, but in the dead of winter I don't have fresh, and so what I usually do is end up crumbling the leaves and putting it on top of their kibble, and they'll get it in that way. We've had a couple kits that we suspected that mastitis was starting, and so we give them a few peppermint leaves over the course of 3 or 4 days, and they heal up and have gone on to have successful pregnancies. So, God has given us so much just in nature and in the plant kingdom, and I like to learn how to use those things that He has given us, and then, use them for myself, and then for our animals as well. Another way that I use peppermint leaves is for myself personally. If I get an upset stomach, I'll eat a couple of fresh peppermint leaves, and it always settles my stomach down. I've never had a time when that didn't happen. Usually one big or 2 small, 2 medium leaves. So, I don't have any medical training. I don't have any herbal training. It's just research that I've done on my own. So you do your own research and do what works for you. So I thought now, for another couple minutes, I would show you some of the litters of baby kits, baby rabbits that we have, because everybody always oohs and ahs over the little ones. They're just so precious and so cute. So give me just a second here and I'll show you some of those little ones. Well, here's Mama Nala. This is her second season of breeding, and she's done fantastic for us in the past. And she kindled on September 13th, so today's the 24th, so that's 11 days ago. And here's a nest of her little ones. My favorite one, oh, excuse me for my hand there. My favorite one is this olive kind of brownish kit back here. You see its eyes are already open. I mean, it's pretty good size now. It's not a tiny little rabbit anymore. Oh, he's got some of his the fur from the nest on there. So this is the first time he's been out of the nest box. Just taking him out so you can see him or her. I don't know. I can't tell to sex the rabbits until they're about 3 weeks old. And this is just a little over a week old. So I just think the coloring on him or her is absolutely gorgeous. All right, this is Millie, and this is her second breeding season as well. She's all stretched out there. She's got a nice breeze blowing over her body. I'm sure she's enjoying that. And she had a litter of baby rabbits born on September 14th. They're pretty much all white. You can see one down in there has some gray. Let's see if I can pick it up. Here we go. Yeah, this one has a little bit of gray, especially on its nose. Their eyes are not open yet. Eyes typically open about day 11, day 12, sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little later. But this is pretty typical of what they look at like. They're good, chunky little buns, and I'm excited to see how they grow up and what they look like, because their fur will continue to change color as they mature over the next couple weeks. But these ones are probably about all white. And this is Boots. This is her second breeding season as well. She's been a little bit shy about letting me check out her babies, which were born on the 19th, so they're 5 days old today. I'll give it a try. I'll see if she'll let me pull her nest box out. This time. So she has 7 little ones in there, and you can see there's quite a difference between these and the other ones. These don't have, their fur hasn't come in yet. Let's see if I can get a better picture of it for you. There you go. Yep, no fur yet, and their eyes are not open, and their ears are not open either. Both of those things happen around day 10. And if you can see that nice fat belly, that means that Mama has recently fed them, and all they want to do right now is sleep because they are stuffed and full to the brim. So the last thing that's happening out here in the Rabbitry is we have bred our other 4 does. They should be kindling around October 20th. So hopefully we will have some more baby rabbits then, and I'll be happy to bring you along and show you them, and also update you on how these little ones that we already have, how they're growing. Probably the next time they'll be out of the nest box, popcorning around their cages, exploring the world. So that's an update on our rabbitry here. I love caring for the rabbits. They're easy to care for. They don't require a lot of work. For the most part, they're really gentle. They like to be cuddled and loved on, and that just warms my heart greatly. So what have you been up to this summer? How did your garden grow? How is your livestock faring? What would you like for me to do a video about? I so enjoy doing these for you, friends. I thank you very much for watching. I pray that life is going well for you. If you have any prayer requests, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And as always, friends, remember that if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, mountains can be moved. Thank you, and God bless.